Hi there, greetings from Barcelona, Spain, where we are here for the reveal of the all-new Audi A8. My name is Jorge from YallaMotor, and from now we are going to walk around with several Audi specialists where they are going to tell us what is new in all this new model. Andres Mint, Head of Exterior Design of Audi. Such an honor.
Nice to meet you.
Same here.
Okay.
So, well, tell us, what do we have here in this all-new 8.8?
Okay.
I mean, previously you were, let's say, warming us up, all the journalists that we came here to Barcelona, and we were basically impressed. So now on to you to tell us what is new.
Thank you very much that you're impressed. It's really cool. The face, let's say, is the most important thing about a car. Yeah? When you look at the car, when you look at a magazine, for instance, what you see on the magazine,
the cover.
Is the cover is the face. Yeah? So we gave a lot of effort on the face. We have a new proportion on the front grille. We have the typical Audi single frame. The single frame is founded a long time ago, and we want to keep on with this, but we want to modernize that, and that is lower and it's wider. Yeah? So the grille is really wide from this point to the other side. It's really low and wide. Yeah? But at the same time we wanted to have wide front lights. So we have this angle to make a wide front light and a wide grille.
So we can say, let's say, this front has a bit more character than its predecessor?
Yes, but it's let's say it's related. Yeah, it's the same family, it's related, but it has a lot of new ideas within it. It's the same with the insert in the grille. There's a lot of details, brand new and funky fresh. Yeah? And what I want to say is it's not only like a graphic, it goes into the whole body. Yeah, so this point is starting here and goes into the bonnet. This point is starting here, goes under the line. So the connection between the grille and the car is all over the place.
All over the place. Yeah. Cool. And what about, let's say, the side of the new A8? Yeah. Because I mean, what we can see, if you see it like this, of course, there are a couple of hints that now we can identify that also they are related with what you just mentioned, that it's from the front side that goes all around to all the car. Yes,
you have, for instance, this surface is going from the bonnet all the way into the body, and it's connected to the body, not to the A-post, rather to the body. That's first. Second, we have this flowing bow all over it. Yeah, this is very fluid, and it looks almost like a coupe. Yeah, and that's typical Audi. We have to renew this, but this is how you understand or how to recognize an Audi from 100 meters away. This turns a car into an iconic thing when you can recognize that 100 meter away.
And actually you were mentioning that interior-wise is bigger than its predecessor, but exterior-wise doesn't look like this. So what can you tell us that you as...
Yeah, this is right, this is correct. The roof is higher than the previous one, but the trick is now to keep it sporty, we put more wedge into it, so the whole window graphic has more wedge, and that makes it sporty and roomy at the same time. So you have emotions and functionality the same, you know, and this is always very successful in design.
Interesting. And what about, let's say, the footprint on the road of the new 8.8? Because we're in a Quattro. Here we are seeing a Quattro.
Yeah, this is a Quattro, and the expression of Quattro is very important for us because it's sitting on all four wheels. It's not sitting on the rear wheels like standard wheel drive cars. This is four-wheel drive car, and we want to express this in the design. So you have a high muscle here, high muscle in the front, but in the middle it's low. And this is very interesting to see because there's a lot of movement and a lot of sculpture.
And definitely gives you that feeling, you know, when you look
and it's like the Ur-Quattro, you know, the very first Audi Quattro was additional part, but here it's similar, but it's integrated within the car, and that's the difference.
And let's say from this points that you are highlighting from the exterior, how you can relate that on the interior and with the overall driving experience? Because I'm assuming, let's say, all these exterior changes and points you are highlighting again might affect the overall driving experience, right?
Yes, that's true. It's very innovative, very progressive. Progressive is one of the keywords we have in Audi design. It needs to be always progressive and sporty and high class. So this is progressive, and this is what you find in the interior as well. And there's of course more the elegance is more in the focus than the sportiness. But you have this inside out.
Is it tough to keep the balance between elegance and sportiness?
It's tough actually. It's tough because actually it's not the same. It's two different things. They're fighting sometimes with each other. And so you have to make the shape sophisticated, and subtle. This is what the customer demand in this class. It can't be too wide, you know. It needs to be elegant. It's more, I would say, like 70% elegant and 30% sporty. So this is the right mixture you have to have for this kind of car.
And will you say that you have, let's say, the same proportion across all the trim levels, or you might find trim levels that they have more of, let's say, sportiness in it?
Yeah, that's possible. So what we see here is a normal wheelbase. That's the shorter one, and we will have a long wheelbase. And the normal wheelbase is for the sportier car, and has the setup for later the S8 with the powerful engine. It's like 600 horsepower.
Looking forward to driving.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, but the other one, the long one, looks very good as well. Actually, we started design with the long one, and then we shortened it afterwards. So what you see here is actually the second version. The first version was a long one. It's very interesting.
The cherry on the top.
Okay.
What about the rear? Because this is something everyone was expecting, no? With this all integrated rear lights.
Yeah, this is, first of all, the muscles from the rear, they have a nice acceleration. The car looks really powerful because of this. It's not boxy. And then it runs into the rear lights, and we have the stripe here. This is going all over it, and it makes it high class. And then we have the OLED elements, which is this here. And the good thing about the OLED elements is that you can animate them.
Show us this,
I can
really
show
cool.
you. Yeah, this is when you, now you can see this is the going home, and coming home is like this. So there's a possibility to animate that. And this is what
from my take, I mean, the animation, it's very subtle. It's let's say it's fancy, but it's subtle at the same time. It's not something that you say, I don't like. It's very goes with the flow and with the lines of the car, right?
Yes, that's true. There's a danger in it that it looks like Las Vegas, you know.
That's what I'm talking about. Perfect, you spotted.
But this is what we have to avoid, because it's a high-class car, and you have to find the right amount. And you can have this feature when you go into a tunnel, and then it's faster. Because of law, you have to make it faster. And then it's even more subtle, as you say. And this is a nice feature then.
Awesome.
Yeah, and maybe overall the whole rear end is leaning forward, and it's giving the sporty look. It's very good.
So that sporty look, it's let's say you're addressing it because it's leaning forward.
Yes.
That's one of the main characteristics.
It's pushing the whole car forward. And it looks a little bit, has a feeling of this expensive yachts, in a harbor where you have these expensive boats. They're all leaning forward. They have a certain
I agree.
sportiness and elegance at the same time.
All right, beautiful. Thank you very much for this walk around. Really appreciate it. Now it's time to jump with one of your colleagues to see, let's say, what this new A8 has interior-wise. So what can you tell us, let's say, in terms of the interior designs, which were your challenges that you faced in order to, let's say, kind of address the exterior with the interior and the new things that we can find on this all-new A8?
You have seen already the exterior is very progressive. And in the interior, we just made a huge step. I would say it's a revolution.
Okay.
You know, the enabler for this revolution is a completely touch screen based interface. And this was the enabler for a complete new architecture.
Okay.
But if you like, I would like to explain
Let's
it in
go,
the
please.
car.
Yeah, it's
easier.
better. Yeah. I follow you. Feels so good,
look.
by the way.
That's good to hear.
So Enzo, we are now in the interior of this whole new A8.
Yeah.
And looks impressive and very different from its predecessor. So now on to you.
Yeah.
Let us know, I mean, how did you build all this well-balanced and beautiful design?
Biggest step really was we integrated the screens completely in the architecture.
All right.
As long as they shut off, you don't even see them.
Actually,
and this was a major point for us. You have a piano paint a black panel.
Okay.
This is the operating panel, and the whole panel you see here is embedded of an application of a high-tech material. Exactly, it's basically embedding the panels, this one and that one, and you won't see them. And as soon as you switch the car on, the screens appear and the air vents open.
Look how smoothly they open, no? And they're coming also from kind of, let's say, from
exactly,
there, right?
exactly. This is how you get a very precise shut line. And now this was important because this is premium for us, that you have tiny little shut lines. And you see here, it's all clean. The whole interior stretches. It gives you a very wide approach and a very sleek look. We achieved that by having this little step in the architecture. The dashboard is this high, but you just read this volume.
It comes kind of in a
there
cascade,
is a step,
right?
exactly. And the same thing is we split it, the big screen, into two screens in two different levels. So the appearance is again sleek and very wide. In addition, it has some major effects, because you have all the climate controls here and all media and navigation content on the
So in terms of,
screen.
let's say you're saying in terms of usability and safety, it's very good from a design perspective.
It's even designed, like the gear shift is designed as a hand support when you just want to operate it, so it's easy.
It's easy. And which are, let's say, the elements now in the interior we can find from the exterior? Let's say from the exterior we have that aggressive look, that it's also elegant, it's also sporty. Which are all those elements that we can find from the exterior design here in the interior?
I think it's basically the same thing like the exterior shows. It's a very progressive design, but at the same time elegant, because it's wide, it's clean. And on the other hand, it's still sporty, because you have a cockpit feel here. Even you probably won't notice, but all the screens are a little to the driver position, so you have a slight
the
driver orientation.
Agree. If I'm seeing it from here,
exactly.
Maybe
it's
if I'm sitting here, you cannot notice it. But from here it has that direction.
A little bit, because we still want to have the A8 as a very democratic car. It's not a racer, it's a democratic car, because it's a sporty, elegant, luxurious car.
And everything is touch.
All the screens are touch with the feedback.
And also the vents.
The vents are touch too. If I just close the vents.
We will see how they close now, right?
Exactly, and then they close again.
So smooth. No, so elegant as well. Also, how the vents are closed.
For us, this is high tech. This is premium.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see now the back. What do you think?
Sure. Let's move to the back.
And well, here between the both rear passengers, also we have a lot of technology.
Exactly. Even in the center console, we have the same controls like the driver in the front. You can control, as a passenger here, all the air conditioning. You can control your seats, you can control your massage system, and it's even a phone.
Okay. Well, brilliant. And so thank you very much
You're
for
very welcome.
This quick tour. Thanks on behalf of YallaMotor and all the Middle Eastern audience. And we're looking forward to seeing it on the road.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.